Hi, this is the Black Creative Handbook, and this is your host, Kassandra Lauren Gordon. This is the podcast to help creatives to be successful and to get from A to B. We look at the process stories, not just the success stories. It's important to look at that. So today we are looking at trusting the process. You might be thinking, well, this is nice, Kassandra, trust the process. But how do you build that trust? How do you build that grit when your bank account is on low? When people saying you just do your little business? When people don't believe in your ideas? How do you persevere and still trust that process? Okay, so this is one of the hardest things I ever had to do in my life, and I'm practicing it. I'm not always there on the destination, but when I say things on the podcast, it's something which I've mastered or I am mastering, and I'm just giving you some pointers for you to think about so you can make informed choices. How do you build that trust so you can trust the process? Number one, do the work. Is that an aha moment for you? It was an aha moment for me. You can read all you want. You can pay thousands of pounds to mentors. You can go on conferences. You can walk over coal. You can have, slap hands, make you feel good, dance around. You can listen to so much motivational speeches all you want. You can have a chat and coffee. But are you doing the work? Can you back that ass up? Are you doing the work? I'm just here looking at you, if you can look through video, or I'm giving you a side eye through audio. No amount of reading and courses and thinking and strategizing is going to help you if you don't do the work. Because if you do the work, that helps your confidence that you are doing, because you are a human doing person or a being person. I can't break it down to you anymore. Make a start. You might not know all the answers. You might think, okay, but you have to start somewhere. It might not be perfect, but you have to start somewhere. Okay? I give you a story where I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what I was doing, but I had to start somewhere. I think I told about this story a few times. I wanted to live in London X amount of years ago. I don't know no one in London. I know rent is quite high. What do? I start looking for jobs in London, because if I have a job, I can pay some rent, I can do something. And then I found cheap rent, meaning almost no rent, like paying £100 a month. How did I find £100 or £200 a month rent? Just searching online, making a start, looking about how can I live in London for that cheap. I found a way. Everything is figure outable. So the second thing is consistency. This is the trust factor. This is where people will look at you and say, should I give my coins? Is that person trustworthy? Should I refer? Consistency. You have to raise your profile. How do you raise your profile? Being consistent. Now, if you've been a long-term listener, an OG listener of the Black Creative Handbook, you know that I do not like social media. It is not my favorite thing to do, but it is the beauty and the beast of my life. So I just have to accept it and put parameters and boundaries around it, and have to accept that I have to post or I have to create content regularly. And this is one. For the last 2 years, I've been pushing out content regularly for this podcast. I changed the name, I rebranded, I did this, I changed the focus, but I still put out every Monday. I still put out an episode. It might not be on the same minute or the same hour every week, but it's on a Monday. In UK time, it's every Monday. Let me tell you that. The podcast is out there. Even if I have to do a mini episode myself, it is out there. A lot of podcasts don't go up to about 10 episodes and then they quit. This is on probably in the 70s, nearly 80s of episodes. So very proud that this is a well-respected and consistent podcast. And number 3, let's get a bit zen here. Number 3 is to deal with your impatience and anxiety. Yep, we're getting deep here. I'm not a medical or mental health professional, but dealing with your anxiety and impatience around the process. I've got to say something to you. Now, I can be here very confident and say how it is. I just want to remind people, being consistent, doing the work is not sexy. There's a lot of sacrifice. I have to sacrifice my sleep. I hate sacrificing my sleep. I love my 8-hour sleep, but sometimes I have to cut it to 5 or to 4 to get the job done because I'm thinking about the long-term process. Now, I'm not saying to cut your sleep. I'm not saying that, but some things I have to do. Sometimes I want to do things with friends. Sometimes I want to play netball. Sometimes I want to do things, just relax. Sometimes I want a day off. I can't because there's work to do. Okay. And I think I said in my other podcast, it's like episode, yes, I want to get things done by a certain date, but don't be too hard on the date. Now obviously if I have a customer and I've got a bespoke piece of jewelry and I said I'm going to do it at that certain time, I do that. Obviously if I've got a speech to write, I'm doing a keynote speech or something, I've got deadlines. There's hard deadlines and there's soft deadlines. But the things what you can control, work towards your deadlines, but at the same time, you gotta be a bit kind to yourself, because sometimes if you miss a deadline, or you don't always look at your strengths, or you don't look after your health and well-being, and you miss a deadline, or you don't do something exactly how you wanted, or you get disappointed, that could derail you. So just accept you're not always gonna meet your deadlines or always gonna meet your goals. But you just gotta push further, because the worst thing to do is stop. You can pivot, you can do slightly something else, but the work ethic and what you want to do, you just have to carry on. You just have to. There's no other way. Listen, I'm a person, especially in her 20s, who spent thousands of pounds on courses, mentors, going to these talks. They can be good, they can serve a purpose, but when you keep on doing it, I think it's just procrastination, to be honest. Yeah, just do the work. Start it. That's it. I don't know what to say to you. I'm being serious. I don't know what to say to you. I can go on and on and on and on and on. You have to find a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. You'll find a way. Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. I'm putting it out there. You have to be accountable to yourself, man. You have to be, because if you don't, it's not going to work out for you. So let's do a recap of how that you can make sure that you can build the confidence to trust the process. Number 1, do the freaking work. Make a start. Even if you don't know about something, Google something. Write something down on a piece of paper. Just do something. You ain't got one life. Seriously, YOLO. Number 2, consistency is key. This is where you build trust in yourself and you build trust in others. You build discipline for yourself and you build likability and trustworthiness in others. Stick to it. Number 3, look at the ways of your anxiety and your impatience. Don't let that over-consume you. I know it's hard, that's happened to me. So you could look at different remedies like counseling, or journaling, self-reflection, gratitude, anything to help you in that regard. And I hope that is a bit of a pick me up. I hope these mini episodes help. Yeah, I really hope it does, because I feel like these mini episodes are really important, especially this time of year, because I hate it. I said it probably last time, when we go to December and January and everyone's like, new me, new you, more money and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, it's July. Let's sort this out now. Let's just get on it, right? Let's just get on it and make the best what we can right now, not wait 10 years later. Suppose you die tomorrow or next month. You're gonna wait till January or December and say new me, new you. Nah. New you starts today. New you, new day, new goals and money in your bank account and peace and health and prosperity starts today when you watch this. Okay, let's get that twisted. Let's get that twisted. It starts today. So looking forward to doing a few more of these mini episodes. Please share the podcast, please review. I see the numbers, I see it's growing. Just review, share, like, come on, man. If it was Kanye West, you would do it. Come on now, support. Okay then, as always, speak soon.